Hey guys, and welcome to the Working Money channel. So we've got XRP here on the daily, and it seems as though we look at this chart every single day. Well, that's probably because we do look at this chart every single day. And you know, the more I look at these charts, the more patterns I tend to see, and I was noticing this yesterday, and so I thought I'd do a video about it today. I did a similar video back in November, right before we saw this uptick here for XRP. Okay, so I did it in and around, where was it? It was probably in and around November. Actually, I have the video right here. I can tell you when I did it. I uploaded it and recorded it on November 14th, which means that would have brought us right here. All right, let me show you the candlestick. It was that candlestick there, if you guys can imagine. And basically what I was noticing on the chart, I had seen before in a previous trend, and sure enough, the trend did pan out at that time, and XRP did move to the upside. So what did I see, you may ask? Well, I'm going to tell you. Let me just play you guys a clip from this video that I did indeed record back on November 14th, talking about this Nike swoosh pattern that I've noticed in the charts. Let me play you this. So what I'm noticing is that there's a similar pattern happening here, guys. It's almost like a Nike swoosh pattern, if you guys can see that, okay? Nike swoosh, you guys familiar with Nike? Just do it? Okay, the bottom part of that swoosh was just to show off my artistic abilities, but really, we just need to look at this. So the sharp downtrend here, followed by a gradual uptrend, which will then theoretically bring us to a pump. And guys, this was the pump, the all-time high for XRP. I'm going to show you where we are in the process on today's chart. All right, and I think I'll leave it there. You guys get the gist. So back when I was talking about that pump, I was talking about this Nike swoosh effect that we were noticing here on the chart. And so basically what I was noticing was this downtrend, sharp downtrend followed by a gradual uptrend. And yes, my artistic abilities may be getting better. Okay, so you guys can see that. That's the downtrend there. And then this gradual uptrend that's not nearly as sharp as the downtrend. But historically, what this has shown us is that after a certain point, we pop off here, and this is what led to the bull run of 2017, or rather altcoin season. Now, there are some things you have to take into account when taking a look at this trend. We have to take a look at the overall cryptocurrency market, and we always start with Bitcoin. So let's take a look at Bitcoin here. This is Bitcoin on the daily, and as you guys can see, after we had made new all-time highs for Bitcoin at roughly $42,000 per BTC, we did come down quite significantly here. Okay, Bitcoin did see a correction of roughly 30%. But now we're back up here. Okay, Bitcoin trading at about 37,600. So now we're only down about 10% off that all-time high. So Bitcoin is looking quite bullish at the moment, which is really, really good. Some other things we have to take into consideration, total crypto market cap hits new all-time high of $1.13 trillion. So that's a new all-time high for the entire cryptocurrency market cap, and that's definitely something we need to pay attention to. The 2021 crypto bull market has notched another record, continuing a streak of unprecedented performance. The combined value of all cryptocurrencies broke a new record, close to $1.139 trillion, while long-term analysts often eye Bitcoin's solo chances of eating into gold's total market cap. The combined value of all cryptos together is currently more competitive, with the total market cap of silver at just under $1.5 trillion. Having broken the $1 trillion milestone early in January, today's crypto market is seeing greater distribution of growth between the top two assets in the game, Bitcoin and Ethereum. On January 7th, the date of the market's $1 trillion breakthrough, Bitcoin dominance clocked at 69%, so the high 60s at that time, versus Ethereum's 13.5%. By contrast, the most recently updated data from CoinMarketCap this week has Bitcoin dominance at about 62.2%. So I'm just going to bring up CoinMarketCap here for a sec, guys. You can see the total market cap going to new all-time highs. Bitcoin dominance just shy of 62%. Bitcoin trading 67,500 approximately. Ethereum yesterday just reached some new all-time highs. XRP back in number 5, but that's okay. Overtaken by Polkadot. We are seeing some other coins move right now, so that's a good sign of a healthy cryptocurrency market. Like, for example, Bitcoin up 4.35, Ethereum up roughly the same amount, 4.34, Polkadot up 13.22, XRP is still up 2.76, Cardano up 2.13, so some coins are down a little, but overall, the cryptocurrency market has been doing quite well. Dogecoin, of course, Elon Musk just tweeted about that recently again. That's why we're seeing some movement for Dogecoin. Nothing to really write home about. I mean, I'm not interested in those coins that have already pumped, and although I have invested in XRP over the years, and I'm a little frustrated that it hasn't really made the same kinds of moves as some of these other coins. I am still very optimistic that we will have our turn in the sun. The good news is, guys, the conditions for the crypto market as a whole are definitely showing us that we can. We also have this Bitcoin, an emerging competitor to gold. This coming from the CME's chief economist. Bluford Putman, chief economist and managing director of CME Group, believes Bitcoin is an emerging competitor to gold. In a CME presented explainer video posted by Bloomberg on Wednesday, Putnam said that the yellow metal's ongoing production likely to increase in 2021 contrasts with Bitcoin's fixed supply. So we have this idea that now gold bugs are moving away from gold and into Bitcoin. So just wanted to show you guys this to kind of add to the narrative. Bitcoin continuing to pump more popularity for the number one cryptocurrency by market cap. And this is going to have an overall positive effect on the crypto market and XRP, bringing us back to that Nike swoosh, right? Let me just bring back XRP here on the chart and bring you guys all the way over here. Whoops, all the way over here. I just drag it over a little more. So we had that Nike swoosh, and right now I just deleted it, but I can draw it for you again. Oh, wait. There was one other thing I wanted to mention. Caitlin Long here tweeting this out. Senator Loomis is now on the Senate Banking Committee. You guys, a Bitcoiner is on Senate Banking. This is huge. And so just to that tweet there, Bitcoin touting Senator Loomis appointed to Banking Committee. So we are starting to see, again, more progress within government and within the traditional banking sector. So we're seeing more people become open now to people with fresh new ideas with regards to cryptocurrency. So the most vocally pro-crypto senator in the U.S. will join the committee responsible for the nation's financial regulation. On Wednesday night, Senator Loomis's team told Cointelegraph that she had received her committee assignments for the 117th Congress. The freshman Republican from Wyoming will take her place on 3 committees: banking, environment, and commerce. The banking committee, wow. Notice that, banking, environment, and commerce. So although a Bitcoin proponent, if we're talking about banking, if we're talking about an environmentally friendly cryptocurrency, and we're talking about commerce, that to me screams like they want to use something that is efficient, super fast, and very affordable to transfer value. Do I have to say it? It screams XRP to me, especially since Ripple, an American company, already has the capability to do this. And so she's responsible for the nation's financial regulation. The Banking Committee is in the Senate's front line for financial legislation and has hosted hearings with Facebook's leadership over the Libra stablecoin, as well as most recently prospects for a digital dollar. In a press announcement, Loomis noted her intention to use the appointment to the Banking Committee to advance digital asset legislation. Wyoming, she says, has been leading the way on financial innovation over the last several years. Through my role on the Banking Committee, I hope to shine a light on many of these pioneering efforts and work with federal regulators to ensure that regulation of digital assets are structured to encourage innovation instead of stifling it. That is likely some of the best news we've had in a while with regards to not only the entire crypto space, but XRP and Ripple in particular. Not that I had noticed that when I originally read this, but now reading it over again, I am noticing that that is going to also bode well for Ripple and XRP price. Let's get back to this chart though. So this Nike swoosh effect, what is it? We see this sharp downtrend followed by a gradual uptrend, okay? So I'm just going to delete that, and I'm going to draw this swoosh here to kind of give you guys the visual of what I'm going for here, okay? And in the past, we have seen that this has usually been followed by a bull run. Whoops. Delete that. Bull run to the upside. In this case, the bulls ran all the way to all-time high for XRP. This was back in January of 2018. Now, are we going to see the same kind of thing today? Let me just delete that. And guys, I'm going to just bring up a bars pattern here. And I had the bars pattern already up, but it looks like it disappeared on me. So let me just bring this over to show you guys where I'm seeing this pattern emerge. So the first time we see this pattern emerge was over here, the sharp move down with that gradual move up, and that resulted in this move here, okay, XRP finally reaching that 79-cent mark. Of course, then we had the SEC lawsuit, and then that just broke down the whole chart structure, so that's kind of an anomaly. But guys, after we've rebounded and after we've rebalanced, I'm seeing the same kind of thing formulating in the chart. So if I bring this over here, you guys can see that there is a similar pattern happening here. If you guys can see this, I don't know if I want to line it up there, if I want to line it up there, but you guys can see after this sharp downturn here, we saw a bit of a rebound. You guys can see it trying to come back up here and then up a little higher, which would be represented by this candlestick, the pump we had right before February the 1st. And so based on this fractal pattern, could we see something similar that we saw back here and that we also saw back in 2017? So this is what we have here, okay? We have this sharp downturn followed by what is looking like could be a gradual uptrend. So let me just get rid of this fractal pattern to show you guys what I'm looking at here. So here is let's see if I can draw it a little better than that. The downtrend here, the sharp downtrend, followed by the what could be a gradual uptrend. Of course, we're still not that far along in the pattern. Like we had been back here when I had drawn this over here, we were basically already over here at this point. So we still do have to see, we still do have to pay attention and be patient to see how this pans out. But ultimately, the good signs, we are making higher highs on this and lower lows. So long as this remains a gradual pattern of higher lows, sorry, not lower lows, higher lows, right? So we could theoretically come back down here to 27 cents, maybe even lower, 25 cents. But so long as we keep rebounding and make higher lows, we could indeed see what we saw back in 2017 and late last year, which is that Nike swoosh pattern formulation, which would bring us, where would it bring us, guys? Well, I'm not entirely sure. If I line up the bottom of this fractal, and let me just get rid of some of this mess over here, some of these squiggly lines, just to kind of clear this up for you guys. I'm going to leave the Nike swoosh, but if I bring this fractal here, and I mean, it's hard to know because the timing is always the most difficult thing to predict, but we are seeing the same kinds of movements here, that dip down, followed by a bit of a retrace up here, another dip down here with a higher retrace, which would have been this. And so let me throw a Fibonacci retracement tool on here to get a sense of where we did go in the past. So we do also have that fractal here giving us a sense of where that last trend went. And you guys can see here that last trend, if I show you guys on the fractal, that last trend did retrace. It hit this line here, the 1.618 level right over here. Let me circle that. Right over here, it did rebound, retrace a little, and then try to rebound up here. We saw a little bit of resistance right here, but ultimately, guys, this trend brought us right up to over here, which would be a price point of roughly $4. Okay, let me just put a price label on there, $3.99. $4 for XRP, which would bring us ultimately above the former all-time high. And I know the $4, $5 target level has been noted before. So if we take, the entire trend here from the top of the bull market right down to the trough, right down at the bottom here, you can see that $4 mark does indeed kind of fall within the Fibonacci level. So this is just a guide. Of course, this is just a fractal based on what we have seen in the past. We could definitely see XRP go beyond that. $5.30 would bring us up here to the 1.186 if we're looking at the longer time frame. So it could be that, we could hit this target here, and that makes a lot of sense, right? Considering we have done our technical analysis in the past, and some of these price targets just keep coming up over and over again. So right now, this is the pattern we have to look at right now. It's this Nike swoosh formation. Are we going to continue to make higher highs and higher lows? And how long is it going to be before we get there? Now, I just wanted to, let me just take this again, just to show you guys how long this one took, particularly. If I bring this over here, we just kind of put this over again. Let me just rejig this. Now, again, the timing is not going to be perfect because there are a lot of factors involved. And like, for example, you can see the similarities in this trend. However, it doesn't match up perfectly. This one's almost like extended a little bit. If I were to take this trend, for example, though, and I were to put a date range on here, we could see that this one took about 155 days before we broke out to the upside, which would bring us to May 25th or 26th. So mid-spring, not too long from now, a few months away. Guys, of course, it's going to be all dependent on what Bitcoin does and how much momentum we're going to see in the crypto market as a whole. Of course, all the news is super, super positive right now. And so just wanted to bring up this tweet here from the Cryptic Poet. I wonder who is next. This is the Bitcoin chart on the weekly. We can see that bullish momentum, that retrace, and Bitcoin pushing to move up even further. We've got Ethereum, of course, made new all-time highs just the other day. So very, very bullish chart for Ethereum. Then we have XRP, guys, the broken down chart structure because of the SEC lawsuit. It is likely that we should be higher right now, but this coin, guys, is poised for the biggest breakout, and I wouldn't be surprised if it made new records in the cryptocurrency space for the bull run of 2021. That's just my opinion, but I want to hear what you guys think. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Like the video if you like the content I'm providing. I always love hearing your comments. See you in the next one, guys.